Hey everyone, today's video is about when you have trust issues and you fall asleep on them. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Let's get going. Bakugou Katsuki. Bakugou knew that you had trust issues because of your ex. He would always push you away when you cling on to him, and when you wake up after sleeping next to him, you would find yourself alone, not next to him at all. And when you would go look for him, he was nowhere to be seen. He was an asshole. You could admit that. And you felt like you never really loved him. At least not as much as you loved Bakugou. You never even felt loved by him. It was just the first time that you had ever dated someone, and you didn't know if they were in love with you or not. You were not so sure of that. But now, after you started dating Bakugou, you figured that your ex was never really in love with you at all. Maybe it was because Bakugou was the definition of the perfect man. But still, Bakugou always made sure to ask you if you're okay. And if you were not, he would also make sure to comfort you and be there by your side. If you had a job, well then, he would just send someone, one of your friends, to go and comfort you instead. He was also very supportive of whatever you did. You told him that you wanted to be an artist? Well, go on. He's going to be the first supporter there for you. Anything, really. And also, he would always love for you to cling by him. You would think that Bakugou doesn't like clingy people. At least that's what he used to say. But after he started dating you, he would always love you clinging onto him. He felt like he was safe with you and comforted whenever you were by his side. The first time that you slept on him, Bakugou was so shocked, yet so happy that you finally trusted him enough to do that. Katsuki, can we have a sleepover today? Wait, really? You don't mind? No. We can even sleep in separate beds. I don't really care about that. Oh. Yeah, sure, of course. You were getting there, even though he hoped so much that he would sleep next to him. You were watching the movie, and in the middle of it, he felt something against his shoulder. He thought that you were just resting against him, but when he turned around, he saw that you were leaning your head against his shoulder and sleeping. You fell asleep on him. Isn't that amazing? Y.U.M.I? Why are you awake? You were not. So can he squeal? Can he be happy? Loudly. God, he never thought that you would sleep on him, ever. And you wouldn't ever admit that you trusted him from that part. No, you would exaggerate and say that you trusted him from afterwards. But you knew it. You trusted him from the moment that you saw him. Bakugou was like that always. The first time that anyone sees him, they would feel safe around him. Well, not all, to be honest. He's kind of scary, too. Todoroki shouto. Todoroki was honestly very surprised. He also has a lot of trust issues, because of, well, his father, and his mother too. So, he never really trusted anyone, other than some of his friends at this school. But before that, no one. But then you came along. You would sit next to him during lunch, and you would talk to him a lot. You would hang out sometimes in his dorm, and you would let him come to you, in your dorm. He felt so happy when he was with you, and it was honestly incredible. It was an incredible feeling that you had never felt before, ever. You and the rest of your classmates decided that you were going to have a sleepover. Well, not really. You were just going to watch a movie night, but that's what Mina decided to call it, even though they called her out and called her an idiot afterwards. But it didn't really matter. All of them knew that they were probably going to sleep. And even you. You were resting against Todoroki. You were just sitting next to each other, and you were squashed up in the couch with the rest of the classmates. And then, after about 40 minutes of watching the second movie, you were just so tired, you couldn't even open your eyes anymore. So, without really noticing, you fell asleep on him. And Todoroki just looked at you in shock. He had never let anyone sleep against him like that. And if anyone did, he would shove them away and act like he did nothing. He wasn't trying to be mean. No, he just didn't trust anyone. And he was never close with someone enough to do that. But then when he looked at you and he saw you sleeping so peacefully against him, he didn't really have it in him to shove you away. Instead, he kind of pulled you closer to him, circling his arm around your waist and pulling you. And then he put his arm away again, scared that he'll wake you up and you'll think that he's harassing you or something. One by one, they all fell asleep after, and Todoroki decided that he would not like to wake up with a backache. So he carried you bridal style and immediately went to your dorm, put you on the bed, and just as he was about to go, he held onto his wrist. Todoroki, can you please sleep next to me? Huh? Sleep next to you? Is that what you want? Are you sure? Yes. He was very happy that you finally trusted him, and that he himself had trusted you too. He never expected to trust anyone, to be honest. He thought that he was going to avoid everyone, but then when he came, Midori befriended him, Ida befriended him, and Uraraka, Tsuyu even. He had a lot of friends. They all thought that he was handsome, and very nice, talented too. And then you came along, and you became the bestest of friends. He knew that best friends don't usually sleep next to each other, especially if they were not the same gender. You were a girl, and he was a boy. So why were you sleeping next to each other? If anyone walks in on you both, they would think that you were dating or some sort of thing. But you weren't. And even though he felt like that was awfully going to change, that maybe he was starting to fall for you, and he didn't know if you fell for him too. He knew that he didn't have any feelings platonic for you anymore. But if you rejected him, he wasn't going to say that no, you're not going to be friends. He was going to be friends with you, but maybe just a little bit awkward. Though, aside from everything else, he was so happy that you both finally decided to open up to each other and trust each other. And he slept very comfortably that day and didn't have any nightmares for probably the first time. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Goodbye!